So, welcome to the second episode of our Minecraft in Unity series. Last time we were taking a look at how to create our player character, and since my last video has gained quite a lot of feedback, which I'm very happy about, today I'd like to take a look at how to create placeable and breakable blocks. But before we start, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. So in Unity, first of all, I'd like to add two more types of blocks to our Unity project. The first one being a stone block, and the second one the good old dirt block. So in order to do that, I'm going to drag my dirt texture onto this block right here, like that. Put the new material right here. What I want to do next is place a few of them into my game. Next, how about adding a stone layer as well? Alright. And I think that does already look a bit more authentic. And if you want to find out how blocks textures work, please check out the video. And by the way, I need to make some changes to my block texture and to my player script. Now finally, let's be able to break all of our blocks by selecting our base block prefab and adding this block script to it, which you can find in the description, but I will also show you everything in it at the end of this video. Now for each of our blocks, we can specify how long it should take in order to break it. Like that. And for stone, I'd like to have 1 second. And make sure to assign this range parameter so a player is only able to break or place blocks within a distance of 4 Unity units. And if you know where to take a look at it, it already seems to work pretty well. And below here, we got our stone blocks, but I find it still hard to approximate where the center of my screen is. So next, let's add this iconic cross right to the middle of our screen by creating a new canvas, make it render onto our camera, decreasing its distance a bit, and make it scale with our screen size, just like that. Now let's add a new image to it. Assign this one right here. Let's make it a bit smaller and a bit transparent as well. And that's already much better. But I think all of that does still look a bit clunky. So let's add a fresh particle system that shows up when we're trying to break a block. So let's create a new particle system, make it a prefab, let's make it a cube shape, and make sure to randomize its direction. Let's use a new sprite for it, and make it like light green. And now we can attach it to our blocks right here. And I think that doesn't look too bad for now. But I don't know. There's still something I'm missing. Now what on earth could that be when we're dealing with Minecraft? Well, how about being able to place blocks as well? So I'm gonna disable static batching right here and assign the block that I want my player to be able to cast right here. And as we can see, as soon as I click right, there's indeed our block. And I can choose to attach new blocks at any direction I want, just like that. Now when it comes to the script, in our block script, the try break function is called every frame that the player holds left at a block, and it then remembers the time that it last was the case, instantiates the particle system if we have one attached as a prefab, and as soon as the block's breaking time has been passed, we want to break it completely, which means in our break function we want to cancel our particles and remove the block from our 3D environment. And if for some reason we stop breaking the block, so if 100 milliseconds have been passed since the last attempt, we want to cancel out our particles. And in the player script, each frame our left mouse button is being held down. We want to make an attempt to break a block, and if not, we want to reset the timer. And after we press the right mouse key, we want to make an attempt to place a block. Which means, if there's a block that we're currently targeting, we want to make it our breaking block, so that in case we switch the targeted block, we can reset the timer, and then we call the try break function from our block, and depending if the block was already completely destroyed, we want to reset the timer as well. And when trying to place a block, we want to instantiate a new block, and depending on the cube's face that we're clicking, we want to position the block at the respective side of the cube. If you want to have some further details on how this one works, please check out this thread from the Unity forum. And by the way, in our check target block function, we're able to detect the block our camera is currently looking towards by emitting a new ray from our camera. In case it hits something, we want to store its position for our try place block function, but we only want to make the hit object our target block if it's a block after all, and secondly, if it's within our range. So if you want to find out how we created our movable camera, our block textures, please check out the playlist. Again, I will put all of the scripts in the description for you, and I will upload this entire demo project to my Patreon as well, and I'll see you next time.